those things are
Exactly.
it depends what you're at. You get rejected work instead of having cocktail.
Lavish ones. You know, some of the solutions
Considered to be the or, even though you set up a neighborhood killed so easily. That's very important.
Well, manners and etiquette for children is ranked as the most important quality to nurture in the family home. Now, while instilling good manners may feel like an impossible task for parents, don't despair. We have some tips on how to plant the manners seed from Sharon Levy. She is the CEO and founder of Taking Tea in Style. And welcome back to the show.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
And I see that you have a wonderful place setting. So we're going to talk about that table setting and manners for kids right now. What is the biggest complaint that you hear?
Well, that children are just not doing the right thing when they're at the table in terms of which fork to use, saying thank you and please. Those type of things are really a problem.
And, we just had our previous guest on talking about cell phones, and a lot of kids are bringing the cell phones to the tables and not talking, and that's missing at the American table sometimes.
Yes, it is. And I tell the children, put the cell phones down. You're not a doctor, so it's not that important to have that cell phone on. Just have respect for that other person and enjoy the company and the food that you're eating at that time.
And I'm certainly enjoying this beautiful place setting here. So let's talk about if we have a young child. I know you were telling me that you often bring the parents and the children together, and it's sort of like a nice quality time. Tell me about what your company does.
Yes, we have the parents do this with their children because, again, quality time is not, a big thing today. It's for them coming together. So we want them to come together and learn the process together. Some parents were never taught. So this is a good way for them to learn together, and then when they've been taught, now they can do it at home and have fun doing it.
And I know I'm probably dating myself, but there's that movie, and I always love the movie Pretty Woman, where Julia Roberts says, "What fork do I use?"
Right.
So let's talk about what forks we use and how we teach children to enjoy this. Okay. So we have our plate over here. This is to our left.
Right. So we have the bread plate, which is right above the forks, and then we have the the butter knife. And then we always say start from the outside going in. So that makes it very easy. So we have the salad fork, which you're going to use first when you bring the salad. Then we have the dinner fork. We have the soup spoon, the dinner knife. We have the dinner plate. We have the salad plate, and we have the soup bowl. And then we have the beverage cup. So just the way you see it here, this is how it's set up. But I tell the children, every restaurant does not always set it exactly the same way because they're not always taught. Mostly, I think a lot of hotels, they're trained, and so, it's going to vary a little bit from restaurant to restaurant.
And but most of the time, I would say 90% of the time, we always have this little plate here to the left. Because I know, like, many times you'll sit down at a restaurant, everybody's grabbing the wrong. So always move to the left.
Yes, exactly.
Now, I know another one of the problems that a lot of kids have with saying no thank you and please and all those types of things. How do you instill that into a child?
Well, you tell them, when someone is taking the time to do something, you should, always say thank you, even when it comes to food. If you don't like something that was prepared, still say thank you, because that lets that person know that you appreciate them taking the time. So, always, say something good about the person for doing that.
Now, we were talking about sort of going to a restaurant. Actually, it was Matt Locker who said this, that when you are through with your dinner food at a restaurant, you would always cross an X to let the waiter know. Is that something that children should also be taught?
Yes, but we actually are doing, when you're totally finished, it should be 10 o'clock, 4 o'clock, with the knife and fork next to it. When you're not finished, then you do that crossing so that they can know it's not, that you're not finished and they won't take your plate.
Well, I'll tell you, that's one of my pet peeves if you're in a restaurant and they clear a plate and somebody else is still eating.
Right.
One of my absolute pet peeves.
Right.
Now, I know you have a big event coming up for Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, we're going to be doing the ultimate Valentine's soiree, and we have an MTV artist and her band that will be playing there. It's going to be February 10th. From 3 to 5. It's at Princeton Meadow Event Center in Princeton Junction. It's going to be really fabulous.
And if you can't make that, but parents want to learn more, your website, please.
It's www.takingteainstyle.com.
And so parents can learn all the ways to teach those manners that are sometimes kind of hard.
Yes.
All right. Well, always great to see you, Sharon. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you so much.